Healing hands, healing hands. What do you say when everything has already been said? You don't. Do you reiterate? You don't. Do you compliment? You don't. You keep it moving. If you from up top, you got a different attitude. You from the south, you got a different attitude. If you from the west coast, east coast, coast to coast, basically, there's one thing we can all say. We're all under the federal system. We have different constitutions, state, different governors. The word governor means king, so you know. So whatever governor you have, that's the king in your area. The super king or the king of kings of the United States, you already know, it's those who preside. And that's what they say, president. So the things I said, it may overlap some things that have been said, but most of it is a continuation. You have to start from somewhere. So where I start is where many people end, because I am new school. New school. You can Google me, NUSKQU, NUSKQU. And new school represents the teachings in the format of the original order, which is the woman and that which she creates in her womb, the woman and that's what she grows, the woman, the mother, the grandmother, the great-grandmother, and those that's in that generation. You see, every generation has a reason and a purpose. Those that was born in the 30s, the 20s, the 40s, the 50s, every 10 years, it's something that's called a vortex, and it opens up, and we get visitors from other galaxies. Now, this is not taught to you in school, and if you go outside your programming, because school is a programming center, they program you. Say, well, what do you want to learn? Say, well, I want to learn electronics. What do you want to learn? Well, I want to be a historian. What do you want to learn? Well, I want to deal with biotechnology. Or what do you want to learn? I want to do the war. What do you want? I want to be the policeman and enforce the policies that's created by those that's in charge. So the schooling system is a programming center. And today, we are being reprogrammed by the host of the planet. See, the woman was given the charge of the planet, and she was given certain powers that other people refer to as extra on Earth, extra senses, to perceive extra senses, to be in tune with other senses. Now, these senses called ESP. We're not going to go on it today, but women have one thing that's called intuition. They can feel, they're feelers. They can feel things. They can know if something's not right. So now, what happened is they took you out of your natural habitat and put you in an environment that's not conducive for you to utilize your senses the way that it was supposed to be utilized. So now you have to utilize it a little differently. Just like I teach about the healing energies. You are energy. Some say electro, some say magnetic. I say electromagnetic, but to refer to you as soul, from solar. So you can put your hands up. You can feel my energy right now that I'm sending to you. I'm sending out energy right now. You can heal yourself with the energy that's coming out right now. It can never be stopped. You can take a picture of this, put it on your wall, and heal yourself until you become healed, and then you can duplicate the process by unclogging your portals that they call chakras. Okay? This has been said very fastly. It has been taught and put in programs that they charge you money to be in a order of this or a order of that. They call it orders, under the orders of this, that, whatever. This is here. This is what everybody in this new teaching is free. The word free is REEFER. Refer. Refer you to the energy inside each and every one of you. Okay? So everybody was created from the darkness that they call black. Black is a political word. So when you say I'm black, now you put yourself in their game. Instead of taking yourself out of their game and say that you are Ethereum, that you are olive tone, you have rusted, and the magnesium and the iron has rusted, so you basically turn darker. So you can reinstate and heal yourself by eating the chlorophyll, the green from the earth. Okay, so we got that. You are a healer. We are healers. We're here to heal everybody. We have different people on the planet. As we'll go back, and I'm going to show you, because this is a review of the teachings that I had done before. And is the epic of creation and before, the beginning, the story of Lucifer, the war in the skies, the journey of Nibiru, the origin of the moon, the creation of your solar system, life forms of Tamet, which is called Earth, the evolutionary process, the replenishing of the Earth, Tamet, the filaments, the new beings, the fashion of the atom, what they call it, Cadman, in our image after our likeness. So this particular book is called The Holy Tablets, and I'm going to make it a responsible thing to teach the new generation. What is a new generation? The word genes and action. The actions of genes. You could say the ration of new genes coming through. Depends on how you want to explain it. But a new generation is the returning soul, that returning energy that can never be destroyed. That's why they say you can kill somebody, but it still won't be here. It leaves that body and go to the next body. It's like certain visitors have visited people, got the use out of them, and skipped and dipped and left them. So you see them going boom, 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 boom. Certain deities, spirits, try to come through to other people, and their heart is not right. So when they get inside the person, they leave quick, and they don't leave it. They be so powerful that the people turn crazy when the spirit leaves. But if the spirit rests upon you and stay with you, it's working with you, and you're making changes to your fourth chakra, which is called your heart. These are the things that need to be taught, but cannot be told by those who are just fact finders. It was a period of time in the movement of righteousness that people got facts from many places. They put it together in the form of movements, and they did the best they could. And they get a chance to stop what you're doing, get on the end of the line, and learn. Don't discard nothing, but learn and see how you can reinvent yourself for the times that we live in now. Because you got different people, different leaders, you got different situations. The environment is the same, but the infrastructure is changing. The things that you think is valuable, the houses the money that you spend, that is not the way we do it, and that's not the way I came to teach you how to do a better way. I am New School, NUSKQU. You can Google me, and you'll see me in different situations as I was just like dropped down, just like everybody else is, picked up, dropped down, picked up, dropped down, and now I'm elevating to the point where I'm responsible to teach. Some people say mature. Some people call it inspired. Whatever words you want to use, that's what it is. So this book was written by Dr. Malachi York, who got a bad deal because if you know anything about leadership and righteousness, it is a responsibility. Okay? So, what happened? I don't know. What they said, I ain't listening to what they said because the evidence is there on how you can be a better person. You can't let an incident said, done, change your way if you down with the off. Those who had intentions of greed, vanity, insecurities, and just joined an organization to see what they can get. It's a saying, if you try to save your life, you will kill yourself. If you try to kill yourself by helping others, you will save your life. And you may know a better way to say it, but that's what I remember. You have to give yourself towards the mission. You got to help everybody. There's another thing here. Here's another one. It says the most dynamic pamphlets in history. Did you read it? Did your mama read it? Did your daddy read it? See, the word mother and dad, these are all the versions. You are a duplicate of your parents. They put it in the mathematics, 33 and a third, 33 and a third, 33 and a third, which is you again, mixture of 33 and a third, 33 and a third of your mother and your dad. Now that's the English. Now if you say right? If you say right? And you say for dad, figure out the word for dad. But if you say that, you're going to get a different message in your head. So what's popping now is that it's a new way to get this thing done. So it says, Lo, my children, allow me to speak to you, for it is that time again, every 25,000 years, for renewal of your way of life is called NIBIRU. Okay? Let me speak with you of the beginning of life before and after the knowledge bestowed upon you of your own very creation. So it was no time that this man didn't tell you that you were a part of the all. You had to see for yourself, and you had to manifest in your head, get out of the programming that you are part of the all, that you are part of creation. You don't worship nothing. You don't worship the sun. You are that energy that created the sun. But that's too far, because listen, the beginnings of life before and after the knowledge bestowed upon you of your own very creation, and the making of this planet called Earth, and the many other planets of which you have no knowledge. You have no knowledge of that you made the Earth. Just digest that for me. You made the Earth. You are who you are. You are that I am. See? And you're getting a chance to cleanse yourself, heal yourself with the energy that's already in you. You don't have to go outside yourself. You are the light. Your soul, that is the emotional you. That emotional part, the soul is emotional. So what we did, or what is being done, we teach you to control it by intellect, by supreme knowledge, discipline of why do this, why not do that, or why not do this to do this, or if this occurs to do that. These are the things you have to know. Some people call it rituals. Some people call it right knowledge. Your soul is emotional you. Every year, you encased in that body. It's a way through meditation to come out your body. Certain people is trapped in their body and they're not going to come out. That's why they had someone higher than them to understand, and it was called a priest in English. There's other names too. We'll go through that with you. I'm not gonna gobble, no. Priest means to pre-exist before the writings. In writings, you'll see writs, you'll see rituals, but writing itself, the symbols, the letters, the pronunciation, it's a invention. Before writing, it was speaking. Before speaking, they say, people say, well, the first language. Language is land gauge, the gauge that control the lands through vibrations, sound. Before that was mental telepathy. All you have to do is stand there and think about it. And it will manifest, and it cannot be stopped. That's why they entertain you, detain, to put you where you cannot think. Your soul is the emotional you. Is about to embark on a journey through time and space. So now, this right here, it says through time. So you're going to pass time. Because time is T-I, time, M-E, time. You accept that. You accept that with the 24 hours of a day. You accept that with the calendar. You accept that. These teachings take you through time. So you won't even be dealing on that level. You'll be hoovering up, looking down mentally, connected, etherically, through your ether cord. You have an umbilical cord, which is physical, that you attach to your mother and is cut. And while it's attached, the substance comes through her to you, and you being fed or germinated. The body's a germ. Then you have the etheric cord, connected. Heaven, as they say, heaven. When you sneeze, you're gone and you come back. And that's why people say, God has blessed you. You see, God has blessed you when you sneeze. And we'll talk about blessings and what it really means later. So, when it says planet called Earth, many of the planets which you have no knowledge. Your soul is emotional you is about to embark on a journey through time and space within the existence through a time not yet encountered by the heaven. So you say you're going to go past this time to a whole another realm that you refer to as time, but we don't refer to it as time. See, you refer to it as time because that's your programming. So we're trying to stretch your programming and teach you in the new school. Okay. NUSKQU. You can laugh and talk and decipher and learn. NUSKQU. Google it. Through time not yet encountered by Behemoth. Now, when he talk about Behemoth, the human beast and the human beings, so they say the human beast and the human beings and the children of the Elohim. So nobody knew and nobody addressed this because it wasn't their position. It wasn't their time. So you have planners who plan things. And this is the time now for you to learn. I am New School. I am the deprogrammer. I am the host of the planet. Within the confines of this holy tabernacle, you shall embark upon knowledge that has never been made as clear as this for you by anyone. Let me start. So he started. He didn't finish. By telling you of beings that existed trillions of Earth years ago. So these beings that existed trillions of years ago, you think automatically 6,000 years they stopped? They don't exist no more? Because the programming, school, the educational department didn't write it out for you to know so you could be subservient to them, just as they want the women that created them to be subservient to them. So you had and have someone that gave their lives every day and still doing it by way of duplication and originality, to my knowledge, and you still being ignorant. You still want to say, well, I'm going to see. I like this system of things. That's on you. Within the confines of the holy time, shall embark upon knowledge that has never been made so clear as this for you by any. Let me start by telling you of beings that existed trillions of years ago, long before you, before human beings were created in a physical form upon the planet Tamat, now called Earth. There existed supreme beings of pure green light and sub-supreme beings of impure amber light. You cannot fully comprehend their beginning because of their time zone. It's much greater than your ability to comprehend at this time or at this point in time. Yet this very tablet which you are hearing will open your eyes to their time zones in and beyond space. These supreme beings called Anunnaki, whose way of life was called Nuwabu, was endowed by El Kolum, the All, with a superior overstanding 720 degrees in all. Glory be to the one appointed, who is called in tones Anu, and on earth El Elo, known to many by different titles, the best of which to you is Allah. So now, me reading that to you, your best bet is to learn about Allah, to learn the rituals, the rite, R-I-G-H-T, rite, R-I-T-E, rite, W-R-I-T-E. Learn about the customs, and that will put you in a position to elevate. That will put you in a position to get the discipline that you need, so when the energy comes to give you a spark, SP to the ARK, you'll be able to take that energy. Because right now, you can't take it. If the spirit came to you, because you are a shuttle station, you're not solid. That's why they call it holy. You're hollow. And entities come to you so they can personify by using the body. The body's not yours. It belongs to the earth. So they set you up. You was born here. You got shot down here through the ether cord. You got life. Supposed to maintain, observe, do the knowledge. Maintain, observe, do the knowledge. Maintain, see what's going on. But somewhere down the line, they caught you. They put you in a yellow bus. BUS bus is SUB sub. So they put you beneath yellow bus. The word yellow is actually the word ELO. So they took the ELO that you are by yourself as an individual. Together you become an ELOHEEM. They put you on the yellow bus or sub, so you would not be able to do what you need to do. I see something, I wanted to get it, but it's okay. So now, let me start by telling you of beings that existed trillions of Earth years ago, long before you, before human beings were created in a physical form. So you're in a physical form. Okay. This could be explained different, but I'm going to read it as it is, and we will grow on it. We'll grow to a different revise of this here. Okay, so if I was explaining to you the way I know it right now, it would seem like I'm trying to bash this. And this is the works not of just Malachi Zio, but all of the sisters and all of the brothers, all of the dads and the uncles, but all of the Mukminun, the Mukmineti, who live this, so this could be, at this time, spoken of. So this is not just one man. And when you start to realize that we will come back together under a different realization and be stronger, and we will let no one bully us. We will let no one tell us wrong, because everything was given to you. That is the good part. I don't have to go out and sell nothing. I don't have to give out nothing. You already got it. All you have to do is pick it up, read it, and follow. Follow so you can lead. Lead being L-E, which is the, or same as E-L-L. You be the L in the Ada. You see? So you be the E-L-E, which is the A, and D-E-R, which is dearest or majestic. Everything from the 360 degrees to the infinite, to cutting, agreeable, disagreeable. You have to come on this side. Forget about that side. Come on this side. Let those over there stay there. Get back home. So there existed supreme beings of pure green light and sub-supreme beings of impure amber light. You cannot fully comprehend their beginnings because their time zone is much greater than your ability to comprehend at this point in time. Yet this very tablet will open your eyes to their time zones in and beyond space. These supreme beings called Anunnaki, whose way of life was called Nuwabu, was endowed by El Kulun, which means the all, with a superior overstanding 720 degrees in all. Glory be to the one appointed, who was called in tones Anu, and on earth El Elo, known to many by different titles, the best to which is Allah. That's what it says. You have to learn Allah. Read the Quran. Quran is Qur, which means say, or Qul, say, Qul, say. And means twice. It's the two families of the M and the M, which is Moses and Muhammad, who are both lawmakers. And this is something that society do not want you to know, that it's the same family. They say the family of Abraham. Abraham had 3 wives. Why you got 1? Solomon had 700 and something. Why you got 1 if you got that 1? Know that eventually the time was to come that those supreme beings would have to descend upon the planet Earth. So the supreme beings descended back on Earth. And when they descended back on Earth, remember, they were formless. They had no forms. So the guidance was given in the scriptures, sure, true writings in cuneiform, Arabic, Hebrew, Syriac, Aramic, Shemitic. It was given to certain people from Thutmose to Moses. Moses in Egypt, learning. Egypt got invaded by the Hyksos, which was those people who's considered to be like Greeks, who did not like the natural order. So they changed it to my, or the my, THMY, which is myth. And they started doing things opposite. See? So now, glory be to the appointed, whose call and tones are new, and on earth El Elo, known to many by different titles. You have TITLE, title, which is the same thing as the word elite. So those that take titles and you bow down to these people like sheikhs, like imams, like teachers, like policemen, all these people, they take titles in the form of a spell of words, which are symbols that is cast upon you. You define it, you start to react to it, and now they're controlling you like a puppet with titles, because now you feel that they're elite, so you beneath them, your professors, your teachers, your scholars, your maligners, and your religious people, your policy makers, your lawyers, your judges, your enforcers, your policemen, your health, or what we call witch doctors, and there's other names too that will go. So all these titles, you have to forget about that and get in and start to come to you, Etherian, you be. And then if you melanated, that's a whole nother reality compared to those that's not melanated, and they have to take the reality of who you are to them. Oh, they lose out. You don't lose out if they don't want to listen to you. I didn't lose out because y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all looked out. Y'all lost it and had to do the recycle. Now the babies again is looking up saying, where's he at? And when he's going to start teaching? But before that, try to stop, cut block by habit, not by your intellect, but by your emotions. What you thought was right, what you thought was wrong. See, not knowing that I came here to aid and help. This is not it's not easy, first of all. So all those that took the form and out there and saying, get your ass on the end of the line and learn, because you're wrong for that. And those that was before you was wrong for that. And once you start to learn, and then you have something of a classic that you know that would help those of your peers, that's fine. But right now, get your ass in the back and learn. Thereby helping them to become once again the supreme beings. Okay, let me go up. Know that eventually the time will come when those supreme beings, it's plural, supreme beings, not just one man. So stop blaming things because you put all your weight on one man when he knew, what's this? What are y'all crazy? You know? But you still did it. Okay? In order to guide their inhabitants back toward their home in and beyond the stars. So we're talking about in and beyond the stars. So if the sun is there and it's considered to be a star, giving light, right, and other stars, right, we go beyond the stars, beyond the sun. So we don't stop at the sun. Only those fact finders would tell you that they're going to stop at the sun. We the people of the sun. We're not the people of the sun. We're the people that created the sun. Okay? We're the people that created the sun. You have to read the teachings. You have to stop going and want instant gratification. It's not your fault. But now, after you hear this, it becomes your fault. It becomes something that you disagreed when you knew I was telling the truth. You knew I was sent way back. Right now, you don't know. And when you was in your other life, you still didn't know. But right this second, it's a change. You feel it because you're tired. You can't take the weight. It gets deeper and stupider on this side. That's why this whole side, we're gonna give them that. Give them that. You got this. But if you don't know what to do on that 180, let them have the other 180. That is for those who are hard-headed. That's when you read the only book. People say, well, where's the book of Jesus? You know the book of Jesus. Or Emmanuel, or Isa, or Tammuz, or whatever you want to call it. It's called Revealing or Revelations. And it will be a different character that will be able to cross that line. And everybody else will be like, that nigga crazy. That crazy escape. You know? Yeah, he crazy coming up with that. Oh, Dr. Yorks. Okay? Let them have it. Because now I'm back. I'm going with you or without you. It's those people that gave their life for the truth. To live the truth. Like the Amish. To live the truth. Like the Quakers. That's feeding you oatmeal every day. You see? And other groups of people that has said, you know what? Y'all going too fast. We want to get back to agriculture. We want to get back to being 24/7. That's the best way I could put it. Okay, so now, thereby helping them to become once again the supreme beings of the pure green light that they once were of. But first, one must be sent to prepare a way, and that one was myself. And that was Malachi Zio. He came to prepare a way. There's no other way. That's what it is. It is what it is. You like it or not. If you got God, you got God with reason. You got stopped. You got God. You got kicked out. I didn't like it. It wasn't my way, but that was the way. And now we can make a difference. So if you felt or feel wrong about it, make a difference in your life. You know, I seen one of his duplicates said, make a change. That's what he charged, to give you his affirmation. With his word, you see, and so it was. But once humans became rulers over the planet Earth. So now, Malachi York, he gave you, he projected a thought that you would rise up and be a ruler, even though you on him. It's in the writings. And these writings, it's not only his writings, it's the writings of the many thousand sisters and brothers and Mukmanetis, what they call Ansarullah. If they were right or wrong, if they did things that you didn't like, that is not the issue. That's not the issue. Give you backdrop. Slavery, everything under the sun, doing crazy stuff. Change, a little bit at a time. Gave you the word muklasina. If you know the word muklasina, that means that something had to take place, which was called purification. But to make that purification, you had to use your shaha, or will, to make that. You had to be disciplined. You had to be a disciple. You had to continue and help him and hold on to the rope. See? And if you didn't do that, what do you want? So this is being left because this is what I came to do years ago. You see? But time don't exist the way, to me, the way it exists to you. So now look at you, look at me. Look at you and look at me. You did what you wanted to do. You joined the system, and you actually, some of you think that you're rich. Rich? Because you got paper money. Those are permission slips. The word dollar means to go against. To go against, that's on this side and not this side. Dollar means to go against. Okay? So, how many dollars you got? It says, you gradually forgot that your purpose in life is to gain your way back toward the sustainer. The sustainer right now is your mother. And you need to form a support system for not your family, because the word family is from the word famine. When you have nothing, it's tribe. It's tribe for 3, 33, 33, 33 and a third. Boom. You know the rest. Okay? And a lot of times as we move forward, you're not gonna be like no. And you will be able to. I'm gonna send it to you mentally, and you'll be able to. I'm gonna have you in my thoughts, and you'll be able to feel it, because you are a healer also. So feel it. Feel the energy. You know how you see, right? Open your eyes. Look and identify. This is not a joke. Yeah. Which would be the token home, but instead you became engrossed in your own desires, while in pursuit of physical gratifications. Physical gratifications. It could mean a lot of things. It could be sex, it could be a hug, it could be anything. And material gain. Humans forgot the purity which they were formed. As a result, you have strayed from the original ways of the universe and the spiritual path that lead you to your true destiny, which is universal knowledge. Wisdom, overstanding, and right reasoning, called NUSKQU. NUSKQU informs you that there are 3 creations: original and primary creation, evolutionary or secondary, and gestational or territory creation. Primary creation was performed by 9 ether, whose science is NUSKQU. 9 ether is a combination of all existing gases of nature. Nothing anywhere would be as powerful as all existing gases. Therefore, 9 ether is the most potent power in all the boundless universes. Hence, 9 ether is the original creator who grew all of the universes. Creation means growth into form or a system, and destruction means change in form or composition. 9 ether is conscious and consciousness gases. Melanites came along with the original creation. That is the same kind of ether forces that grew the universe. Therefore, the Melanites and the evolutionary descendants are the personification of the original creative forces. Simply, these Melanites created the universe in their etheric form. So, we created the universe in our etheric form. I want you to say that again. I created the universe in my etheric form. I am now in a physical body. I am not this body. I am acknowledging and witnessing the things that's in my circumference. I am doing the supreme knowledge. I am an etheric force. I am in this body, but I can leave this body and travel. I leave this body by thinking. I leave this body etherically by my etheric cord. I am charged by the etheric forces that comes through my body, through my portals that's called chakras. I am a spiritual being. I have come to earth to help those who are lost, to bring them back home. Earth is not our home. I am a healer. You are a healer. Say it. You are a healer. You are not here to argue with people. You are here to combine your forces to become stronger, more potent. Nine ether, we become six ether. There are two kinds of ether, nine ether and six ether. Nine ether produce six ether, and six ether produce ghosts. Nine ether will become six ether through time and age. Six ether become ghosts through time and age. Six ether is nine ether in death, and ghost is the death of six ether. After the death of six ether, nine ether resurrects again. So that's what we're talking about, the good and the bad, the six and the nine, or the nine and the six, and how everything is related. Don't get it twisted by choosing one or the other. Become who you are, rise up, and everything else will come in the cipher. Everything else will come in the circle. You are etheric. In the human form, Etherian. Ethiopia. That's who you be. So you're not these other things that doesn't relate. You're not the people of the sun. You get it? I'm not. I guess you want to pull out the hokey doke. You're not the people of the sun. You created the sun. Say that. I am not the people of the sun. I created the sun, and it is written in the holy tablets because other people are saying things that is no longer accepted by the host of the planet. The original Melanites personified by both sound and electric energy. Now, electric energy, I'm going to send it to you right now. To be personified, you can rise up out of yourself. You can rise up and your third eye will open. And that's what that's about right there. Right. Third eye open. Right there, that's the gold cycle. And that in the middle right there, you see it. Okay. Right. With the green, that's the orb, that's the shape of the earth. The shape of the earth is not round as they want it to be, or 360, 3 sixes, with the cycle. That's not it. That's why you have different parts or solstices. Yeah. All right. The original Melanites personified by both sound and electric energy, both positive and negative. Electro being negative and magnetic being positive. Light or the Illuminati being electro and light spectrum being mag mag magnetism. The cosmic ray for emerald being the cipher 1 nanometer, nana equal the deity sen, meter meter equal mother motheh, or meter in tone matari, meaning matter or material form, to 99,000 miles. Light is defined by wavelength. You have cosmic rays being the shortest, the longest being electric power. Between the two are gamma rays, X-rays, extraviolet rays, extraviolet light rays, infrared light rays, microwaves, television waves, radio waves, and electric power. Television waves and radio waves are true forms of light laser. There is also the visible spectrum, which runs from 400 nanometers to 700 in wavelength. Nanometer being nana, the deity sen, and meter. So now, this is saying there's also a visible spectrum. So it's certain things that's above the visible spectrum that you cannot see. It's things below the visible spectrum that you cannot see. So creation or growth or the light shines in the darkness that always will be. The darkness didn't go away by the sun. The sun complements and is a visitor to the darkness that has been here. We dwell in darkness. In our etheric form, we dwell in darkness. There is also a visible spectrum which runs from 400 nanometers to 700 in wavelength. So that's the wavelength of the things that can be seen. Nanometer being nana, the deity sen, and meter. With all light flowing through a prism, it comes in 6 colors: yellow, blue, red, green, orange, and purple. Light in its spheric form is at its atomic level. When you see a full spectrum light in its physical state, it manifests as blackness. That is, all light and color combined are blackness. And the manifestation of the solid form of light is called melanin. So the solid form of light and manifestation in the dense form on your skin is called melanin. So you have light in your skin. You have every color of the rainbow in your skin, which is called melanin. Okay? As it is written, that's what it is. Thus, they manifest from the great circle and throne of wisdom to this meager place. This is how the events of creation and procreation was recorded. When life existed in and beyond the stars, the all is, was, and will be, and felt with a love, a divine love that is unknown or felt by the disagreeable beings. And thus emotions were. At the first birth of emotions was the birth of motion. Things gradually began to move about, and it was then that the movement and the motion was conceived out of triple darkness, for the light birthed the chaos. Thus the motion to create did manifest in existence, and all that exists within the all. And thus things became what they would become known as before they existed, or what they would exist as. This is true caring. If you say you are or you love Anu, who is also known as El Elo, who is called in tones Allah by the Muslims, ones who are peace, be on your guard, for they too have been invaded by the disagreeable one's children. Yahweh by the Hebrews, Theos by the Christians, and God by many others, who are appointed by the all as your caretaker. He appointed one of the Yahwehans called Tammuz, son of Ishtar and Inanna, Nana or Nana, Sen, Isis or Aset, also called Astarte, Ashtareth, and Paragian, Sybil, also Cybele, and Kali. This Tammuz was also called in tones Horus, Theos, Yeshua, Isa, Jesus, Christos, the son of Damuzi, who was also called Osiris, Ashuri, Dionysus, and Allah, and the Abba of Tammuz, or Abba Ta'ala, the Heavenly Father, son of the Heavenly One Anu. Thus, it is said that Tammuz, then the Enochites began to call upon the name of Yahweh. Then why do you not have faith in him? And if you say you have faith by way of him, who is your caretaker? Anu, who appointed Yeshua, HaMashiach, called Isa, Jesus, and Tammuz. Then I ask you, why do you not trust in him? For it is El that is trustworthy. If you say you love him, why do you not strive towards him? And if you say you are sensible, then why do you not tremble at the mention of Anu? Surely it is Anu that has been appointed to be your caretaker, and has appointed the Anointed One. The appointment of Anu was done by the all within the all. The appointment of an anointer was done by Anu, both being Yahwehans in the all. It is he, Anu, who has transformed from Etherians into flesh, embodied in a body. So you said, where's Anu? Read your lessons. And it is he, Anu, who has transformed Etherians into flesh embodied in the body, and then returned at will to ether. He was the appointed El Elo, Allah, who saw the confusion which was caused by the fusions of emotion. This collision of emotions in the solar system came into being as time passed. It became known emotionally as that which is right to do and that which is wrong to do. Those who agree and those who disagree. The act that is good and the act that is evil. Thus, the birth of will is the beginning of confusion, and confusion arose, and this soberness was felt in his heart. One of the divine love, out of the divine love and great concern, with compassion and caring, he began to call out, and all the blessed and chosen children of the all, which is called the Etherians, who incarnate into the form of an Anunnaki, which is known to many as ELOHEEM or NIBIRU, and known to the ancient Egyptians. He ordered them to incarnate in his spirit with the responsibilities for this now and desolated solar system. It was here that life of all kinds and spiritual beings lived and thrived. Those extraterrestrials, the sky dwellers who came to the planet Earth, be they extraterrestrials, angels, angelic beings, or be there of the terrestrials that is of this planet Earth. So you got different people in human form. You got extraterrestrials, the sky dwellers that was in the ships that's called NIBIRU that came in shams, and also those extraterrestrials that they now call angels or angelic beings. And then you have people that was created on earth from Seth that got touched. And that's how Moses, when he went to Egypt, he was touched by the messenger of who they call Gabriel and NUSKQU. And he was given the word to be a Natirat or Natir. And Natir is the Egyptian way of saying G-U-A-R-D, God, protector. It's not Guma'uz in the Boer, Greek. It's different. And when you know this, you be this. You say this, you do this. So we're calling all those who know that got sidetracked, that became afraid, to come back home and to learn. So now, this is the Holy Tablets. I've read the Holy Tablets, so you can read the Holy Tablets. Now I'm explaining the Holy Tablets. Okay? I'm NUSKQU. Who you? Thank you.